Hi everyone, and welcome as I share my thoughts, my feelings, and my memories of 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. One of my favorite movies of all time, in my opinion, one of the greatest movies ever made, especially in the family film genre. This year we are celebrating its 45th anniversary, and thanks to TCM, I saw it again in the theaters tonight. This is actually my second time seeing it in the theaters. First time, I believe, was in 2007, but before that, I saw this on television, on video, on DVD. I had the soundtrack and enjoyed it any way that I possibly could over the course of the last almost 39 years of my life. Yes. So it was great to see it again the way a movie should be seen in the theater with friends and family and strangers and enjoy just pure imagination, pure excitement, pure thrills, pure fun. Now, my memories of seeing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for the first time, I remember reading the book in elementary school and also its sequel, but like the first few times, I would say the first 5 times that I saw this film was, we didn't have cable until the early 90s, but we actually had like this cable service or something. I don't know what it was. It was for the people that really couldn't afford the cable with the HBOs and the Showtimes. You know, it was in the early 1980s. But every time that I saw Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I always saw it at the point where Charlie, spoiler alert, gets the golden ticket. That was always the scene that I started the movie with. I don't know, it was just every time it was on television, every time we caught it, that was the initial scene that I saw. And it wasn't until years after that, I think when I got it on VHS cassette for the first time, I saw the entire film. I didn't know that there was like a first 20, 25 minutes, maybe less, maybe more, where we get to know who is going to the chocolate factory, who is Charlie, who is Grandpa Joe, who is his family, where is this located, and all this stuff. I mean, for me, the movie really always started for a while when Charlie opened up the ticket and was able to go to the chocolate factory. But, you know, for the while, I only saw all the, I guess, the excitement going to the factory and all these certain things. I didn't know that there was actually a beginning until I got it on VHS cassette, which I still own right here. Here is the VHS cassette, I'll show it to you in just a second, of the film. We'd watched this movie as a family on road trips at home at least 5 billion times. Okay, we just watched it so much to the point where I think my dad tried to hide this once because we were watching it so much. He was so tired of it that he tried to hide it, and I believe me and my brother found it, and I'm glad it's one of the VHS cassettes that I still have to this day. Most of them I sold when I went to DVD, but because this one was kind of broken, and I'll show it to you in a second, I still have this one. It is still the physical disc, not disc, but tape from Warner Brothers. So yeah, here it is. I mean, look at that. It's right there. Warner Brothers, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And probably this is the reason why I kept it. Thankfully, I'm glad this happened because this is the reason why I kept it. The panel thing on the top has fallen off. So I didn't really want to sell it because no one would want to buy it looking like this. So I don't even know if this still works, but I don't care. I would be buried with this tape. Not, of course, knowing that I'm not going to take it to wherever I go, but at least it's with my body, because this movie means a lot to me. It is part of my childhood. It's something that I love, and if I ever had kids, I would share it with them. Of course, we'd probably watch the Blu-ray or the DVD, which I do own as well, but it's something that I think, no matter what age you are, is something you can love and appreciate. Now, I went to go see it tonight at the screening. A sold-out screening, so it's great to see it in the theater again. Got some candy, so here, help yourself with some candy. I got a lot left over. I bought too much, and I wasn't able to eat it. I didn't want to get sick, so here, help yourself. Okay, you got some good. All right, so it's just great to have some candy, and I'll share that with anybody else who comes along my way. What do I love about this movie so much? Well, number one, Gene Wilder. I love Gene Wilder. We just celebrated 80-something-year-old birthday about a month ago or so. Actually, this movie is celebrating its 45th anniversary, and Roald Dahl is celebrating this year. If he was alive, he'd be 100 years old. And then tomorrow, I'm going to see the BFG, which I really don't know anything about, But I'm so excited because it's latest Roald Dahl and Steven Spielberg together production with Disney. So I'm very excited about that. I'll talk about hopefully a lot more about that when I see the film tomorrow. But I love Gene Wilder in this movie. Not only is he one of the greatest actors in the world, he's one of the greatest comedians, one of the greatest personalities. Of course, I don't know him in real life. Never really got a chance to meet the man. But what we've seen him on television and in movies, he has touched our lives forever. Whether he is in something like a family film, like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or he's working with Richard Pryor or Mel Brooks. I think the best stuff, not only being Willy Wonka is the best stuff he's ever done, but also being in Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles. And The Producers, 3 movies with Mel Brooks, 3 of the greatest, 4 of the, I mean, this is a comedy too, so 4 of the greatest comedies of all time. And of course, he'd also work with Richard Pryor in some great films that I have seen, some I still want to see. So I love Gene Wilder in this movie. He is so honest and true in his performance. I love some of the best things I love about this film. I love when he sings. I think Pure Imagination and the Candyman are the best songs in the entire film. And I love the Oompa Loompa music, but Pure Imagination, when we get to see the chocolate factory, really for the first time, that chocolate room, and we get to explore, and as a kid you see this and it looks so magical and wondrous and so big, and still as an adult it looks so magical and wondrous and big. It still does. In my opinion, it still absolutely does. So Gene Wilder is just so great. But what I love about his character the most is when he's being insulted at and talked down to, maybe by the kids or the adults, he always has like a really quick little one-liner, whether he's singing it or just saying it. It's just so subtle and sweet, and it's so profound all at once. And those are some of my favorite moments in the movie. I like the fact that we get a lot of great music in this film, but that Veruca Salt, which is maybe my 3rd or 2nd favorite character after Charlie and Grandpa Joe and Willy Wonka, Veruca Salt is probably my favorite kid in the whole thing, because she's a prime example of, you know, what is capable with kids, how they can be a big brat and spoiled and a pain in the butt. But I'm glad that she actually, one of the only kids that actually gets a song that I can think of. None of the other kids really get songs. They only get the Oompa Loompa song, which is great and wonderful, but Veruca Salt gets her own song, and it's just so fun to sing along with that and see what her point of view is as she's about to meet her demise. And what do I mean by demise? We never see exactly what happens to these kids in this film. I mean, we don't know if they lived after this movie, and I think that's what's so great about this film, is that it's willing to take that kind of risk. Yes, Willy Wonka at the end says, oh, they'll be fine, they'll be okay. But really? Are they really going to be fine and okay? Because we never really see that. So in my mind, especially as a kid, I'm like, are those kids dead? Are they part of the factory somehow? Are they working? I still, as an adult, I see that, and I like that. It's really dark and kind of twisted, and I appreciate that as a viewer. You know, in the remake, which I did like from Tim Burton, but I don't think as magical and wondrous and pure imagination as this one. There's a scene where you see the kids all come out, everything's safe and wondrous, and yay, they're all fine. Kind of, you know. I like that we don't get to see that in this movie. We don't really get to see what happens to the other kids. Now, Charlie and Jack Albertson as Grandpa Joe, just a sweet combination. I feel like a real friendship happened there. I really do. Of course, the kid who played Charlie went on to have a normal life and didn't really want to act after this movie, and I respect that. There's really some wonderful special features. If you get the Blu-ray, you can see where the kids are to this day and what they've been up to, especially I think when they celebrated the 35th or the 40th anniversary of the film. And it's just such an amazing film that if I ever have children, I will definitely just have it on TV, blaring on the television on a monthly basis, so they're around it, they're exposed to it, and if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. That's fine. That's really up to them. But for me, this is something that is really near and dear to my heart. It is one of my favorite films. If I ever come up with a top 500 favorite best films of all time, it's definitely going to be really in the low department. You know, closer to 1. Closer, not really close, but closer to the 1 department. But this is just a film that I really cherish. I really care about. From the music to the production design to the great dialogue to the songs to the performances. to the moments, and I want to close it with probably the best moment in the film is when they get into the boat and this G-rated movie from 1971, I don't know if it was rated G when it came out, maybe it was rated nothing, but this G-rated film gets pretty disturbing and dark. I mean, we actually get to see, I believe, a chicken get its head cut off. And if that came out today, it would probably be R-rated. Or probably PG. I mean, whatever. I mean, the whole rating system is a complete joke. So if a G-rated movie you can see a chicken supposedly getting his head cut off, I think any movie that comes out today that has a nice, sweet message and honest and is a movie that the whole family can enjoy, it should be rated G and not PG, like some certain animated films that have come out recently. But anyways, that is my opinion of this amazing film that I absolutely love, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to see it in the theater again for the first time. It'll always be, watching it again, feel like I've never seen this movie before, because I always catch something else that I might have not noticed the last time I watched it. I mean, it's that kind of movie, my friends. So in the comment box below, let me know. Share your opinion about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Share your opinion about Roald Dahl. Are you excited about the VFG coming out tomorrow? Did you enjoy Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from 2005? So please share your opinion, and that's what I like to hear. And my question for this video, I would say, is what is your favorite Roald Dahl book and movie? All right, everyone. Thanks. Peace be with you, my friends.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.